Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dieter Vitor, and today I will tackle about the story of Hamlet. So, the author of the story of Hamlet was William Shakespeare. So, William Shakespeare was born on Stratford upon Avon in United Kingdom. He died on April 23, 1616, in Stratford upon Avon, United Kingdom also. And then spouse Anne Hathaway, and then the poems that he wrote. This is the Shakespeare sonnet, Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer Day, Sonnet 116, Sonnet 130, and more. So his children was Hamlet Shakespeare, Susanne Hall, and also the Judith Queenie. And that's the author background. So, and also the backgrounds of the work of his work. So the origins of the story lie in the historic record of Saxony. So that 12th century Saxon historian Saxo Grammaticus first wrote down the history of Prince Hamlet, avenging his murdered father by killing his usurping. And also let's proceed to the setting of the story, which is the Denmark and the palace. So character and characterizations. So the character of the story is, of course, Hamlet. So Hamlet is the son of Queen Gertrude and the late King Hamlet, and the nephew of present king, which is Claudius. So then Ophelia. So Ophelia, she is a young noblewoman of Denmark, the daughter of Polonius. Hamlet also loves Ophelia, and they are a lover. Yet he later tricks her into thinking he is insane, so no one will suspect his plans regarding Claudius. So, and then Gertrude. So Gertrude is the queen of Denmark. So Hamlet's mother, recently married to Claudius. Gertrude loves Hamlet deeply, but she is a shallow, weak woman who seeks affections and status more urgently than moral rectitude of truth. And also Claudius. So Claudius, the king of Denmark, so he's the uncle of Hamlet and the play's antagonist of the story. So Leicester, Polonius' son and Ophelia's brother. So a young man who spent much of the play in France, passionate and quick to actions. Leicestes is clearly a foil of the reflective Hamlet. And then Polonius. So Polonius, the lord of Chamberlain of Claudius' court, pompous, conniving old man. Polonius is the father of Leicestes and Ophelia. So next is Horatio. So Horatio, Hamlet's close friends. So who studied with the prince of the university in Wittenberg. So Horatio is loyal and helpful to Hamlet throughout the play. After Hamlet's death, Horatio remains alive to tell Hamlet's story. So he's the best friend of Hamlet. Next is the ghost. So the ghost, the specter of Hamlet's recently deceased father, the ghost who claims to have been murdered by Claudius. So Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. So two slightly bumbling courtiers, former friends of Hamlet from Wittenberg, who are summoned by Claudius and Gertrude to discover the cause of Hamlet's strange behavior. So that's ano. And also the Fortinbers. So the young prince of Norway. So he's the young prince of Norway, whose father, the king, also named Fortinbras, was killed by Hamlet's father, also named Hamlet. Now Fortinbras wishes to attack Denmark to avenge his father's honor, making him another foil for Prince Hamlet. And also Voltimand and Cornelius. So courtiers whom Claudius sends to Norway to persuade the king to prevent Fortinbras from attacking. And next is Osric, so the foolish courtier who summons Hamlet to his duel with Leicestes. And also Francisco, so he's a soldier and guardsman of Elsinore. And also Marcellus and Bernardo, they are the officers who first see the ghost walking the ramparts of Elsinore and who summon Horatio to witness it. So Marcellus is present when Hamlet first encounters the ghost. So the last one is Rinaldo, so Polonius' servant, who is sent to France by Polonius to check up on and spy on Leicestes. And also let's proceed to the plot of the story. So the plot of the story, late at night, guards on the battlements of Denmark's Elsinore Castle are met by Horatio, Prince Hamlet's friend from school. So the guard describe a ghost they have seen that resembles Hamlet's father, so the recently deceased king. At that moment, the ghost reappears, and the guards and Horatio decide to tell Hamlet. So that night, so while nagbunta ang heavy rain, is nagpakita ang ghost, which is nga kapareho sa form sa papa ni Hamlet, nakita sa mga guards og ni Horatio. So ingin sila nga ilaha daw kanang nadesisyonan nila nga isulti ang ilang nakita kay Hamlet kadto nga time. So, Claudius, Hamlet's uncle, married Hamlet's recently widowed mother, becoming the new king of Denmark. So Hamlet continues to mourn for his father's death and laments his mother's lack of loyalty. So when Hamlet hears of the ghost from Horatio, he wants to see it for himself. So gusto niya makita to nga that time tong na istoryahan si Horatio. So elsewhere, the royal attendant Polonius says farewell to his son Laestes. So he's departing for France. Laestes warns his sister, so which is kato si Ophelia. So gusto niya nga away from Hamlet and thinking too much of his attentions toward her. So the ghost appears to Hamlet, claiming indeed to be the ghost of his father. So he tells Hamlet about how Claudius, the current king and Hamlet's uncle, murdered him. So istoryahan sa ghost nga kung giun sa siya pagpatay ni Claudius, which is ang uncle ni Hamlet. And Hamlet swears vengeance for his father. So Hamlet decides to feign madness while he tests the truth of the ghost allegations. So always a good idea in such situations. So according to his plan, Hamlet begins to act strangely. So nagplan si Hamlet kung saan giniya nga pagka-discover kung giunsa pagpatay ni Claudius ang iyang papa. So gusto niya nga ipakita sa tanan kung unsa ka kuanday si uncle niya. So he rejects Ophelia. So kanang tungod sa iyang kakuan, so iyan ang gi-reject si Ophelia ang iyang lover. So while Claudius and Polonius, the royal attendant, spy on him, so spy, they had hoped to find the reason for Hamlet's sudden change in behavior but could not. So Claudius summons Guildenstern and Rosencrantz, so old friends of Hamlet's, to find out what got into him. So ilahang gi kuan tong bisag ang friend ni Hamlet nga old friends, so ilahang gi kuan kung naunsa si kuan pero wala sila na kuan ba, wala sila na discover na something kay Hamlet, kay si Hamlet nagkuan siya nagloki-loki siya nga nagkuan sa siyang amahan kung ano siya nahitabo. So their arrival coincides with a group of traveling actors that Hamlet happens to know well. So Hamlet writes a play which includes scenes that mimic the murder of Hamlet's father. So during rehearsal, Hamlet and the actors plot to present Hamlet's play before the king and queen. So di ba si Hamlet saan siya? Di ba gisultihan siya sa iyang papa kung unsay nahitabo. So gusto niya nga kinaamay amay ceremony. So gusto niya nga ipakita sa tanan kung giun sa ni uncle niya Claudius pagpatay iyang papa. So nagbuhat sila og kanang play. So at the performance, Hamlet watches Claudius closely to see how he reacts. So iyang gikita kung sa ma-feel ni Claudius, kung sa ma-react ni Claudius nga sa iyang makita. So the play provokes Claudius and he interrupts the actions by storming out. So he immediately resolves to send Hamlet away. So Hamlet is summoned by his distressed mother, so which is Gertrude, and on the way he happens upon Claudius kneeling and so Hamlet reasons that to kill the king now would only send his soul to heaven rather than hell. So Hamlet decides to spare his life for the time being. So Polonius hides in Gertrude's room to protect her from her unpredictable son. So taguan ni Polonius ang queen, si Gertrude, para protektahan. So when Hamlet arrives to scold his mother, he hears Polonius moving behind the arras, a kind of tapestry. So he stabs the tapestry and in so doing kills Polonius. So pagkuan niya sa tapestry, so napatay niya si Polonius. So the ghost of Hamlet's father reappears and warns his son not to delay revenge or upset his mother. So, and then Hamlet is sent to England. So supposedly, as an ambassador, just as a king, Fortinbras of Norway crosses Denmark with an army to attack Poland. So during his journey, Hamlet discovers Claudius has a plan to have him killed once he arrives. So he returns to Denmark alone, so sending his companion Rosencrantz and Guildenstern to their death in his place. So rejected by Hamlet, so Ophelia is now desolate at loss of her father. She goes mad and drones. So tungkol kinapatay ba si Polonius, ang papa ni Ophelia, so nakuan siya nasuko siya, then tungod ato nga mga panghitabo is dito dahil na nakuan si Ophelia nasawi. So on the way back to Denmark, Hamlet meets Horatio in the graveyard. So na-meet ni Hamlet si Horatio mo niyang friend ni Hamlet, along with a gravedigger, where they talk of the chances of life and death. So Ophelia's funeral processions arrives at the very same graveyard what lack. So Hamlet confronts Leicester, Ophelia's brother, who has taken his father's place at the court. So a duel is arranged between Hamlet na napatay na si Kuan. So ang nahitabo na duel na nahitabo. A duel is arranged between Hamlet and Leicester during the match. So Claudius conspires with Leicester to kill Hamlet. So they plan that Hamlet will die either on a poison's repair or they plan that Hamlet will die either on a poison's repair or with poison wine. So the plans go awry with Gertrude, so the mother of Hamlet, unwittingly drinks from the poison cup. And so ang hitabo is kanang tungod kay nabalaan ni Kuan nga naay poison tong wine nga hatag kay Hamlet. So ang iyang mother ang nag-inom. Then wala siya kabanon na ditoy gibutang ni Kuan instead nga kato iyang nakibali na Kuan ba na baliktad. So ang patay noon ni si Gertrude. So then both Laestes and Hamlet are wounded by the poison blade. So naapoy poison da itong Kuan, di ba naglaban sila. So na ditoy poison ang espada ni Kuan. Laestes, and Laestes dies, so namatay si Laestes, and then Hamlet in his death, so namatay po si Hamlet kaya siyempre na poison, kills Claudius. So Troes kills Claudius, so Hamlet dies, so pero yapang gipatay si Claudius, leaving only his friend Horatio to explain that truth to the new king. So Fortinbras as he turns the victory from the foolish wars. So nga may ang friend dito, so explain niya so yung explain dito ang mga panghitabo dyan, Horatio, this is ang mo niyang nahitabo, oh my god, isulti dito sa king sa Norway nga mo niyang mga nahitabo diri sa Denmark, and then salamat sa imong kayo my friend, oh my god, I love you so much, gabi ka init man sa kwarto kay bak nagpandarog, charis init daw. Then the point of view, third person, because the author used a personal pronoun which is he, she. So cultural implications. The cultural implications of the story, implications of Hamlet center on the universal themes like revenge, power, and morality. It questions the ethics of vengeance and justice, critiques political corruptions, and reflects on life, death, and existential anxiety. So implications of the title. The title of Hamlet focuses on the protagonist, Prince Hamlet, emphasizing the personal and psychological journey at the heart of the story. It also reflects the Renaissance focus on individualism, as Hamlet embodies the complexities of human thought and emotion. And that's all. Thank you.